My husband, Wilson Thomas, and I are from Loma Linda University, which is in Southern California. And he graduated in 2013 as a part of the deferred missions appointment. We reached out to Malamulo Adventist Hospital as a site location for us and our family to move to after he had finished his medical training. And we did a site visit, loved it, and we moved here in 2017. At the time that I moved here, I came with a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I was really just here as a trailing spouse. That's what they call us. But I noticed such a huge need. At that time, we had the Hayton family with 3 children, the Graybill family with 2 children, and the Blanchard family with 2 children. And then new to the mission was also the Moses family with 1 child. And part of our program that we do is we are serving as medical missionaries. Now, I'm not a medical missionary, but I came as a teacher. And I noticed that my friends were really struggling to homeschool. When you join this program, you don't really think about how it will actually be to homeschool your children. And so the reality of having to face that each day, not only as a spouse who is supporting our medical partners, but also as a mother and as a teacher now, I saw such a huge need for my friends. When I first came here, Dr. Richard Hart had said, "Oh, Malamulo could use a teacher. We would love to have you." And I thought to myself, what could I do? I'm just a teacher, there's no way. But I knew that through my training, I graduated from Pacific Union College with an education degree, and I continued my training on for a master's degree at La Sierra University. And my specialty was multi-grade schools. And I told myself, God has brought me here. I really believe that. It brought me here to work with the other families to design a multi-grade school and really to help the families here with the idea for growth for whatever future families came after us. So at the time that my family moved here, our CEO was Jason Blanchard. Now, Jason Blanchard had built really strong relationships with the Loma Linda Medical Auxiliary. And at the time, it started out as an idea. What if we turned our homeschooling situations into a school where everyone on the campus can join? Obviously, money is what we really needed to do, and so therefore the ball started rolling. Jason Blanchard really started reaching out for donations, with me as the one who said, this is what the money is for, this is what we plan to do with it. This would be so helpful for future people coming to Malamulo. We are a global campus, and you want to be wanted. You want people to come here and continue our medical mission. So with Jason Blanchard and Aaron Graybill as the head of our projects, we were able to really find the funding, design a school, and work with a local NGO to do the Building Here Foundation to build. The mothers got together, the fathers got together. We designed what we wanted our school to look like, how we wanted it to be inside, outside. We were able to find the land that was given to us. We were able to start breaking ground and really just build from the ground up. So this was just an empty field, and we turned this field into a school. We're a 2-room classroom. We have K through 8, and that's really the goal, and it's to educate our children for as long as all of us are here and beyond that. So when I was first asked to be the administrator and the teacher of the school, I was very nervous. At that time, I had a 1-year-old, and I thought, there's just no way that I can be responsible for this. I came as a trailing spouse, and I always just envisioned myself, being supportive to my family in that time. And really what I learned throughout this process is that our families need support in many ways, shapes, and forms. And so for me, I've really learned the value of taking the gifts that God has given me, which is to be an educator, to educate small children, to educate multicultures of children, and to educate really different types of families and their situations and help from that point of view. I really feel like God put me here at this time to really help move this project along. It started off as a dream, and we turned it into a reality. And I'm really thankful for the education and background that I had before I came here, and just knowing that we have the perfect team to really get this going. So our school currently functions. When we had the idea of the school, really we were looking to educate our third culture kids, our kids who were born in America, brought to Malawi, Africa, and then at some point would have to transition back to the United States. That's no easy task. We really are trying to help our children really just assimilate to life here in Malawi, but at the same time transition very well back to the USA. So the way that our school is designed now, we were generously given so many textbooks from different Seventh-day Adventist schools. And those textbooks are the same textbooks that my teacher friends back in the USA are using. We're following their same curriculum, we're following their same planning, and the idea is that our kids can move seamlessly in and out to whatever Adventist school they choose to go to from here. Over time, we really grew beyond that. We have students from Malawi Adventist Hospital, and those students are kids from our nurses, our clinical officers, and even people in our administration. So we have Malawian children here as well, and they are really here to learn English and how to communicate with their peers, and it's just a really exciting mix of kids that we have right now. Now that really, I hope, will be sustainable, that we can keep providing a good education for all the children here on the mission, and I really could use volunteers. The way that we stay sustainable is through volunteers. Anyone can go on the Adventist Volunteers website, can pull up Malamulo Adventist International School and see teachers are wanted here. Anyone who has an interest in children of any ages, really, because we range from babies to teenagers. And we really thrive off of including our community kids here as well as our doctors' children as well. So we're really just grateful for the donors. The Loma Linda Medical Auxiliary, they gifted us such a large amount of money, and we are so grateful for them. And we were able to coordinate that money, and what that money did was build our school, number one, and number two, it filled our school with books. We were able to send an air shipment here of 1,200 pounds of school supplies, and continuously, whenever we need something, we outreach. I love for donors to see where their money is going, what that money goes to. We have so far been able to now, our next process is to install wonderful brand new playground equipment. We were able to create a soccer pitch. We have put up chairs and benches all around, and also with that money, we employ people that work at our school as well. So we are really grateful for all the donors who are here on this wall, who have put time, money, and effort and prayers for our school. So our school really tries to be very flexible. We have some parents here with small children, ages 2 to 3 years old. So we like to include the preschool. They can come for worship, they can come for art class. We like for them to play with the bigger kids and they feel included. And then from there, the real schooling starts at kindergarten. So our kindergarten starts at age 5, and we have a multi-grade classroom kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, and even people who are just coming for English classes that are much older. So after a pandemic, when we were finally able to open our doors again with more volunteer teachers, myself, we opened up to the community. One of the best things that I have found is no matter what language you speak, everyone across the world plays football, soccer. So we started with a football, soccer after-school program, and the way that I found that it works best, we actually went out, we went walking, my children, and we found kids that we knew. We said, join us, come walk with us. Who are your friends? Do you guys want to join us for soccer class? We found children who, for the afternoon, had nothing else to do, who decided this would be more valuable with their time, more productive, to join us here in a safe environment with supervision. And we started our football club, and that was really the best way that we got to know the children and the families in our community, was by opening it up. Soccer is a universal language. You don't have to speak Chichewa or English. You can communicate through playing. So I really wanted to open up our after-school program beyond what we had already in the doors of our textbooks and everything like that, and just open up to our community. So our community outreach program is really what I call it. The biggest challenge facing our school is who our teachers are. After I leave here, I would love to know that this school is sustainable, that another teacher or someone even who is interested in children would be able to come, take over what I've done, follow my notes, and be able to teach children of this school. I'm looking for volunteers. They can be young, they can be old retirees, anyone just with a heart and a passion for helping. We have a pretty good setup now. We've been open for 3 years. I've got really good notes and good lesson plans and good textbooks. And really the biggest challenge right now is just finding people who want to come. Africa is special. There's no way around it. It's a beautiful place. And I want people who want the challenge of coming to Africa and just living a very full volunteer life. My dream for this school, from the moment that we thought of it to now, to beyond 10 years from now, is once I step away, what happens to it? I want to know that this school is available if we continue just homeschooling for whatever families come after me, that those parents can come in here, homeschool their kids with all of the materials and supplies that we've brought. My dream for the school was just that it continues as a multi-grade school, that the children from the community as well as the American children who are here as medical missionaries, that they can continue learning together. I love the idea of our school. I love what it has to offer, especially for a global campus. I want people to want to come here. And I really hope that we have done that with our school, with the books we've provided, with the supplies. I hope that it is sustainable. I want it to continue even without me after my time here is finished.